here, wearing a graduation gown, a humongous grin, and this impractical hat, if it wasn't for the love and support of my family and of my friends. And I feel the same is true for all of us here today, so thank you. To the faculty and the mentors, thank you for opening our minds to the miracles of all that is alive, from mute microbes to plants and animals, and to the vast natural history of the earth. You've shared your sense of wonder and curiosity into the inner workings of life, and for this, we're grateful. And fellow graduates of integrative biology, I am beyond proud to call myself a part of this unique blend of students. It is in my hope that in our lifetimes, and through our efforts combined, we will take strides towards universal healthcare, conservation, and sustainable resource management. In addition to sharing my liberal anticipations for the future, I took this speech as an opportunity to reflect on my time in Berkeley. But before I dive into my recollections, I want to share the original meaning of the word graduation, which is used at so many junctures at this time of year. First used by alchemists hundreds of years ago, the word graduation refers to the process by which something, usually a metal, is tempered to a certain degree, reaching a greater strength and utility than its non-tempered form. The tempering of metal involves long periods of time in a burning hot furnace, followed by the pounding blows of a heavy hammer, followed by more furnace, more hammer, more furnace. Now, none of us here are alchemists, but does this process of graduation bring back any memories? Doesn't it sound a little like organic chemistry? Or bio-1AL? Or, I mean, graduation's still occurring. We're all in black gowns in the sun. Well, that's what I thought when I first read the dictionary. And it's no surprise that the same alchemists who invented the word graduation also invented organic chemistry. It's also rumored they invented Mike Meekin. Although this claim remains to be peer-reviewed. The process of graduation, however, is something I will always take with me. Moments in the fiery furnace have taught me I can accomplish anything I set my mind to if I practice it with openness, diligence, and without fear of making mistakes. I've learned at my time in Berkeley that mistakes enable graduation to occur. Graduates, I know that Berkeley is always going to occupy a really sweet spot behind your third and fifth costal cartilages. So I've compiled a list of memories which I hope you can all relate to. In general chemistry, I will always remember Professor Nietzsche filling giant soap bubbles with hydrogen gas and letting them float above his freshman class, and then spearing them with a flaming rod. I must admit that with little else to base my viewpoints, I had wildly disproportionate expectations of what I might find as demonstration material in other classes. But one memorable day in bio-1AL takes the cake for the best demonstration. You know what I'm talking about. To illustrate the evolution of vertebrates, a live crocodile was brought into class. This is the only reasonable way to demonstrate vertebrate evolution. It was shortly afterwards that I declared integrative biology. And with patience, caring, caffeinated laughter, and approximately 1 million inspirational posters, Nancy Finkel guided me through the murky waters of declaring my name. That woman is a saint. From Tom Carlson, I will always remember that the triploid endosperm of the mature gametophyte is a very graduated way of saying coconut flesh. I feel highly intelligent whenever I eat coconuts. California ecosystems. While driving to Kangaroo Lake for a field trip, Professor Paul Fine had me believe for roughly 2 seconds that Kangaroo Lake was named for a rare and endangered water marsupial. I still want to believe that they exist, but I swam in that lake, and I know that they don't. In this class, I made some of my best and most cherished friends. friends with integrity, with wit, with raw intelligence, and a desire to become doctors of that extension of the human body we call the environment. From endocrinology with Tyrone Hayes, I will never forget that the thyroid gland is better understood as a jelly donut. That rhyme is an effective means of dispersing knowledge, and that nearly every hormonal axis can be explained with an analogy to the Crystal Burger fast food franchise. I was always hungry in Tyrone's class. Tyrone also urged us to not become evil scientists upon graduation, and this is a really important task. On the last day of class, he reminded us that the Earth is losing species faster than the dinosaurs went extinct. Albert Einstein once said, "Those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act." Now, only 6.7% of people on Earth hold a college degree, let alone from Berkeley. That's 1 out of every 15. You are 1 out of every 15. You have tremendous power and responsibility. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to direct that power towards a path that contributes towards a sustainable and non-violent future. A future which fosters the integrated health of all life and leaves the world looking a little better than when we found it. The path from here to there isn't as clear as it was on our 4-year plans, but at this point, we have the tools we need to succeed. Graduation runs deep. It will help you adapt. It will sustain you in moments of challenge, allowing you to grow. So whether you go on to work in the biomes of the world, with endangered species, or with human beings, you will always keep with you your graduation at Berkeley. Thank you again for lending me your ears, dear friends, beloved family, wise faculty, and future integrative biologists. It has been a sublime pleasure to graduate amongst you. Go Bears!